the aftermath, B. You see the thumbnail? It's got a lot going on. One of the biggest problems that Young Thug is dealing with right now, he's fighting too many people. It doesn't matter how big of a brand, how big of an image, how big of a record artist that you are. Drake went through the same thing. It was cool for the moment. Think about it. When the songs was first rolling out, him versus Kendrick, what is this, a 20v1 and all of that? Okay, cool. You're right. Yeah, yeah. Why is it not just Kendrick versus Drake? Team Drake, Team Drake. But slowly but surely, it just the tide continues to turn. You're still fighting multiple people's fan bases. There's similar opinions and narratives all against you. It looks like you become the center of the problem. It's just like, all right, wait, you got Rick Ross. Okay, you got Kendrick. All right, you got Future. All right, you got Metro. And the same thing here for Young Thug. So when you got Glorilla, when you got QCP, even Woody got a fan base. We're gonna go to his Instagram later. Woody got almost like over 700,000 followers on Instagram now. Y'all done blew Woody up. So even the Woodies of the world, the people that you think are his brothers, even Silence hurts. Lil Baby or Future, some of these people not coming out to say, yo, Thug is good. That's my homie. I'm with him no matter what. You know how much a Lil Baby cosign or 21 Savage or somebody coming out and speaking up with him right now would help? He's fighting a lot of people at the same time. And believe it or not, he stepped on his song because this is all navigation. Oh, yeah, let me sit in this intro before we start getting into all the fight that he's going through right now post interview. This is the navigation moment, right? When you see people that have big drama, big controversy, snitch allegations, they spend days, weeks, sometimes months, even years navigating this shit. If they never claim it like a 6ix9ine, then nobody else could ever get around it. It's like it's going to be the continued argument or attack. 6ix9ine says, I did it. I stand on it. I have my reasons. It is what it is. Fuck with the music or don't fuck with the music. I'm still going to reach out to Nicki Minaj and get her on my song. I'm still going to get Kodak Black on my song and give him $1 million. And you either going to listen to me or you're not. Not when you fight it. Not when you fight it. Let's look at other examples for that now. Let's go into battle rap. Look at Clone. Starts doing the multiple interviews. You say certain things in the interview that the fans are going to attack, certain things that people's going to call out as, wait, that's a contradiction. That's not right. I looked that up. That's not, somebody else is saying something different. We're going to go through that with Young Thug right now too, post his interview, people calling out lies from his interview. Same thing with Bad News. Same thing with Adi Boom. You see some interviews, you might see a cosign or two, they visit their lawyers. It's the fight, And even in Young Thug's fight with his song that he dropped, a lot of people said they rocked with his song. A lot of people said that shit was going. For me, I jumped out there with a take that you might not hear anywhere else on the internet. I said, I enjoy this song more than anything Drake has dropped ever since Family Matters. That was just me. I was just like, yo, this shit goes. Is he a great rapper? Fuck no. Young Thug ain't really rapping in there. I just like the energy of this shit. The beat changes and I liked it. But he stepped on it. The interview dropped and made that song dead. And I think another thing that hurt that song, if I go on YouTube right now and try to find that song, it's probably around anywhere from 800,000 views to 1 million views right now. Not bad on YouTube. But the channel that it's on, it's not like a Young Thug YouTube channel, I don't think. It probably could have gotten even more legs if they weren't trying to allegedly act like it was a leak to be careful about him violating his probation. So you can't even really get behind it and promote it, allegedly. I don't see the song on his Instagram. I see a clip and a trailer from his new interview on his Instagram, Young Thug. I don't see the song on his Instagram. So even promoting that, but because the moment that he's going through with all the leaked phone calls from jail and the interrogation audio, it still would have went. It still would have did the numbers that it has to do. It would have got out to people. But he stepped on it once again with the interview. But he had to do the interview. It's not like I'm in this navigation rollout of trying to come back from all this shit while some of my biggest friends are being quiet. And they have to be, right? You can't blame them for being quiet. Like, all right, let me drop this song. Let me let that do what it does. And then, all right, you know what? I'm gonna do an interview a week later. No, 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 no. This was like Drake dropping Family Matters, and then Meet the Grams drops 30 seconds. It gets stepped on. Who's telling y'all this shit on the internet? And we gotta realize this facts. We watch it happen all the time. All right. So today, obviously, that's the intro. We're going to do the aftermath of Young Thug's interview. I got some Dame Dash up here that I have a big problem with. I have a very, very big problem with. I got some NBA YoungBoy and I got some YNW Melly. So one, two, three, four topics. And if anything else comes in the mix in between and we end up freestyling, I'm unscripted. So y'all ready to work, people? Y'all ready to get to some of this news? Happy Monday, by the way. I did see an early super. Normally, I save some of the supers for later, unless I see them while I'm in the middle of like watching a video, and then I'll bring them up on screen. But this particular one right here, I'm bringing this one up for a different reason. But let me show some love first by reading it. Good morning, everyone. His best bet is to stop talking and trying to explain himself. Use that energy to get himself into some much needed therapy. Pass along the message that is okay to heal. So it's beautiful that I'm bringing this up for a totally different reason, but it's relevant to the Young Thug topic. So you know what? I'm even going to get into this before I start. But I need to correct this. I've been saying Miss Abby, right? I'm mispronouncing this. It's Miss AB. People, chat. Sorry, it's true. Family over here, members over here, green team over here. It's AB. All right, so that's my fault. But we gotta correct one of our members' names. She is really, really very supportive on this podcast, and she's here every day with us. So it's not Abby, it's AB. All right, my bad, my bad. I apologize for that. All right, now let's talk about this quick topic before we get into all of these pieces. Yes and no, AB. Yes and no. The therapy, we could see that he was damn near having a therapeutic moment in the middle of the interview, where he was asking OG like, what are you an older man? You didn't been my age before. I haven't been your age before. You more in touch with your feelings as a grown older man. Tell me, what do? I don't know. He's emotional. He's wiping tears at times. Put his shades back on. We see it. He even had a revelation. He said, I didn't realize until this interview right here, right now, talking to you, how much I'm fucked up behind this shit with Gunna and not having some of my friends post coming home from jail. I'm not realizing it until now. I thought I came home and I was back to the shit. I thought. So therapy is always an option for people that works. So I don't think that I'm a therapy guy. Now, from the outside looking in, some people would say different. You never know. I'm pretty sure somebody didn't had an argument with me some of my life and be like, nigga, hell no. I look in the mirror and I don't see it. I think therapy is good for certain type of mentalities, confused mentalities. You could be wrong, but if you have a grip on your own answers, I don't think therapy works for you. I think you end up being the person that just sits there like, you know. But for Young Thug, he's looking for answers. So yes, but he's not just navigating his mental. This is deeper than his own brain attacking him and trying to figure out why he's hurt and why he's not. He's also got to navigate his career, which sucks to say, it's just as important to him right now. It's that sounds crazy to say, but he's got to navigate his career because he's a big artist. He can't be no gone tomorrow. Like when we see some of these battle rappers get like snitching allegations, it's like you're gonna do like one battle or two because people just want the controversy of hearing you, and you're pretty much fucked. Like that's because battle rap industry is so small. The music industry and Young Thug with his millions of followers and his billions of streams already, whatever, he's gonna be around, but his shit could be cut in half for all you know. All right. The impact of what Drake is saying that he's affected by all in his lawsuit. It can happen. It could happen. So he could fizzle out. He could decline from something like this and never make it back to his graces because of his relationships, because nobody wanted to promote him, the fan perspective, all that type of shit gets fucked up. So he has to fight that. How do you fight that? You can't fight it with silence, unfortunately. You can't fight it with silence. You can fight it with music. We beg Drake to do that. He don't listen to us. You can fight it with music. I thought that's what Thug was about to do because he tweeted fuck that, I'm just gonna let the music talk. And then he dropped that track, and I'm one of many people that fuck with the track. But he's obviously still seeing that I got other problems going on, and the leaked calls is a big part of that. Because the moment he says "fuck that, I'm done, I'm just gonna let the music speak," another leaked call drops, and he's like, "Damn, I got to get online and address this. I got to get ahead of this. I got to fix that friendship right there. I got to call that person. I got to speak on this." These calls is fucking him up. And if he finds the source of these calls, and if it's not something that's being done, I wonder if this could be like a defamation type of shit. I don't know. The fact that they're jail calls, I don't know. We'd have to research that, but these calls are hurting him badly, man. They're hurting him badly. But shout out to you, Miss AB. All right, let's get rolling. Post interview. Let's start here with Aiden Ross. Okay, did y'all see the announcement yesterday? Obviously, you guys didn't see the stream, right? I think Young Thug or people close to him took the Sorry Is True podcast advice. That's right. We're claiming all the credit. Why? Because we said it so emphatically when we started the stream, breaking down his interview, and also when we ended the stream. We're taking credit for it. I didn't see it nowhere else on the internet. Somebody telling them niggas, cut it out, stop this Aiden Ross shit. Now, am I reaching? I might be reaching. Then again, the thing about the internet that I've learned a long, long time ago, I was being sarcastic for a second, people. Maybe dead serious. Thing I learned about the internet over 10 years ago is you never know who's watching you. You never know. Your competitors will act like you're not there, but they will watch every single video that you upload, every single sentence you say, every single tweet that you put up. Those will be your competitors. Then you got people that's watching you from a come up standpoint. Like, this guy's good. Pay attention to him because he's gonna be a presence in our space. Same thing happened to me in battle rap. It's like, yo, he's good. Watch this guy. They did that from day one. It's in the footage, ain't it? It's just a fact. Bear with me. Watch this guy, man. Keep tabs on him. You never know if it takes off or not. And then just the nature of the internet people is like the first wave of celebrities that I saw follow me on Twitter before I even had an Instagram. I was like, this person knows me? Like, what the fuck? Yeah. Like, it's just internet. It's just entertainment. Like, who are these people? It's just human beings. And they watch certain shit that they rock with. And if I'm in controversy, like when it happens to me over my career on the internet, I end up watching the biggest to the smallest. I'll search my name or whatever and if the title or the thumbnail, I click play. And you just never know if I'm getting some good advice. I'm seeing if somebody disagrees with me, if I'm seeing if somebody, oh, this is a hater, click, I don't need to watch this. Oh, wait a minute, this guy's sticking up for me. Okay. You know what? Retweet this person. He's sticking up for me. You see, Young Thug is doing that right now. Somebody that had a good take. It was a woman. It was a female. She put up an Instagram post saying, "Nah, he's right about his interview. What did Young Thug do? We never heard of this girl before. He shared her." Okay, so that's just a little gem for all of my fellow content creators because I experienced that over 10, 11, 12 years ago from the RBE standpoint. You never know who's watching you. So I said it jokingly, but you just never know. It could be our advice that was taken. But back to this. Aiden Ross announces a stream with Young Thug that was scheduled for today, which was yesterday, has been canceled. He's not trying to talk about this shit anymore. And here goes what the post that Aiden puts up. Good. He didn't need to do this. Number one, the interview that he did, you just can't follow up on that. There's no reason to try to do another interview so soon. You're in there crying, you're emotional, you bled your heart out, and you addressed everything with somebody that is older than you, that you look up to in certain respects, and you respect. It doesn't get any deeper than that 3-hour interview right there. As long as you're honest in that interview, it could do as much good for you as it's going to do. And I thought it was a good interview. All right. Number two, Aiden is not one of us. Yes, I said it. He's not one. What do I mean by one of us? And am I talking about white, black? No, I'm not. It's not about color. It's about being tapped in, being tuned in. For example, when we watched that Drake interview with Bobby and Drake sends the little shot at Rick Ross. Oh, you never heard about rose and ice and rose because of what they're drinking? And he goes, ask every jeweler that sells fake diamonds or whatever in Miami. And she don't know what the fuck he's talking about. Even Drake got a sarcasm. Oh, no, drum roll. Nobody caught that. Like, it's a hip hop thing. Like, it's got to be in you. Bobby don't know what the fuck you're talking about because she ain't from that. She ain't cut like that. Her mind don't gravitate to bars and metaphors because that's hip hop culture. Even talking in code is very prominent in hip hop culture. Just talking sideways, slang, double, triple meanings. It's not just rap. It's part of our culture, the way we talk. So I could say a billion things on today's stream, and if you're not from that, you won't understand certain things that I'm saying. Bobby don't. So get her out of here. Like Drake, go sit down with somebody that at least knows our shit. Still understands when you're dissing Rick Ross or not. I feel the same way about Aiden. I do. I'm not a fan of Aiden. Can that change over time? Maybe. I'm not a hater. I just see things in people and I'm like, I don't like that person. I don't like that character. Like the shit that he did with Drake when he was just gobbling and shit. I'm just, I don't like that guy. Oh, so that's what we're doing today. We're sliding today. We're glizzy gobbling today. Fuck it, we glizzy. I'm like, ew. No man could ever get me to talk like that. I don't give a fuck who it is. What are you doing? So because of that, we see that he showed us that type of shit in his character. How do we think that he's going to carry a controversial interview like this? He's just going to pat Young Thug's ass the whole fucking time, and it's going to fuck Young Thug up even more. This is not the person to sit down with right now. So that's taking my own personal shit off the table and being real. And it's further compounded. You know, I'm not just going to try to make a point and make sure that I can give y'all further context. If it's out there for me, I'll do it. Look at his response when he was on stream the other day with the academics, 6ix9ine, and Roscoe. Of course, 6ix9ine was pressing him a little bit, like, "Oh, hold on, you don't interview me because I'm a rat or I got problems, or you got problems with me, or somebody you know has problems with me, but you're about to get Young Thug on this weekend." So of course 6ix9ine is pressing him, and to be pressed by 6ix9ine is hilarious. And 6ix9ine definitely gets away with pressing people online because he's got an aggressive way of talking. He'll over talk you. He'll scream. He'll tell you to suck my dick in a minute. He's an aggressive little bastard. 6ix9ine. But Aiden's getting pressed in this stream, and what does he do? He folds. He gets off the stream, and then he says this to his fan base.
Responsible for hundreds of murders.
Ain't nobody went to jail for no murder.
Nigga, nobody. Name one. Yo, play it for Aiden so he could have this in his head when.
I'm leaving, bro. I'm rattled, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I can't do this, bro. Hey, I am not about none of this. Leave me the fuck out of it, yo. Holy shit, bro. Please, bro. Please, bro. Like, bro, oh my God, bro. Please. Like, leave me the fuck out of this, bro. Please, bro. Like, this is not my game. This is not what I do. I'm here to do a stream with Young Thug Sunday. That's all I'm doing, bro. To be fair, bro, like, I don't even know. Call me pussy. I don't give a fuck, bro. Y'all are all pussy too, and y'all are not doing it either. So shut the fuck up. On God, y'all are all not doing it either, bro. Leave me the fuck.
You don't even sound right saying it. Oh God, yo. Oh my God.
Out of this. All I ask, bro. Shh. I'm not involved at all. I've never committed a crime in my life. Good guy, good kid, 3.4 GPA. I don't have a.
Everybody that you're on the phone with in that stream has committed a crime, and the person that you're about to stream with has committed a crime. I get it. You can't identify, and that's fine. There's not anything to brag about for commit. I was gonna wait till you're done. Fuck it. This is killing me because the moment that you cut them off and you start talking, you say, "Man, I don't want nothing to do with nothing. I'm a this. I'm a that. I'm a that." That's fine, but don't put yourself in that spot. Then this is the problem when you want to be around these people. If you're not cut like that, if you're not experienced like that, if you can't navigate the street shit or the criminal element around you, don't interview these motherfuckers. Just sit on your stream and give your unchallenged opinion from your type of perspective. And then nobody can have a problem with you. But you can't sit. This is you up here being defensive, saying y'all a pussy. Y'all, you know what Aiden comes off as? You're empowered by your dollar, and a lot of us are. That's cool. But I don't see no tough guy. I don't see no toughness in you at all. I feel like when you call people pussy, you're not the guy to say, listen, let's just walk around. That's not you. That's not him. He will call niggas pussy. He'll toughen up on the internet. He feels stronger now because he knows he's spending $100,000 on a security detail as he goes in and out of these places. And that's smart too. But there's a difference between protecting yourself and moving with security and being a ha nanny boo boo guy. That's you. You feel tough you feel empowered to talk like that because of you surrounding yourself in security detail. All right. So you shouldn't be calling people pussy if you're not cut. You're not cut at all. I could see it in you. You're not cut. So this is the most controversial, one of the most. This is top 5 most controversial hip hop artist moments in 2025. Right? And it's all embodied in street shit. The first thing that set all this off is snitch rumors. People die over snitch labels. Rest in peace, Nipsey Hussle. It's deadly. It's fucking deadly. It's street shit. And if you don't have a street bone in you, why the fuck you want to do the interview then and then say shit like, I don't got nothing to do with nothing. I'm just this. I'm just here to do a stream. That means you're not the person to do the interview then. And this is one of the reasons why we was right over here saying, Thug, leaving the word thug. Thug, don't do this stream with Aiden Ross. He's the wrong person. You know when you go link up with Aiden Ross? When you got a song that's taking off and you want to go promote. I'm not a hater. If I had a song to go promote or something like he's one of the biggest streamers in the world, I'm going to go link up with Aiden Ross. I got an album roll out or whatever. Go link up with Aiden Ross or Speed or Kai Cenat or whatever. Yeah. But when I'm sitting here fighting deadly street shit because I have a 2-hour interrogation audio that drops and you yourself are saying, I don't got nothing to do with that. I don't want nothing to do. Why should he sit down with you? He would be a fucking idiot too. And you pretty much outcasting yourself for being able to handle that type of shit. So look in the mirror and read your own words. Dickhead. Pussy. Since everybody's pussy, right? Nobody's scared of you though, Aiden. I know that for sure. Nobody walks around and says, you know who I don't want to cross paths with on the physical shit? Aiden Ross. Shut up. I'm telling you, man. And then these people be wondering why their fan bases be split. Here's a jewel for you. I think I'm decent at giving out jewels no matter who you are. And I ain't perfect. Here's a jewel for you, Aiden. You are one of the biggest streamers in the world. Congratulations to you. I'm not a hater. And if you did a real background check on me, I'm doing very, very fine for my fucking self. Don't worry about this podcast. You will always have a split demographic or a split consensus of people that fuck with you because of things like that you just said. You can't have it both ways. You can't say what you just said right here and then go do that type of interview. And it sounds crazy because I'm talking to somebody that's so successful streaming. But what I'm saying ain't just about the success of streaming. It's about just you as a person. Just you as a person. So when you look at your comments and you see racist accusations, when you look at your comments and you see a bunch of people saying fuck Aiden or whatever, and you realize like I'm being successful, I got 1 million people on my stream, I just need to ignore that 100,000. That 100,000 people would actually fuck with you too, but you take positions like this. You split your demographic the way that you carry yourself. I know, but the ultimate response to shit like this is I'm successful and I have money. That's cool, but we will never be the same type of man. And I'd rather that pussy. I don't like him. I don't like him. I don't need to listen to the rest of it. I don't like him. All right, let's move on. further reaction to Young Thug's interview. Let's move on. I saved him first only because him canceling the interview, so I thought that was first. I did not know I was going to go to an Aiden Ross rant, but it's all genuine, people. It's all genuine. Y'all know me. All right. This is way worse than Aiden Ross if it gets legs, right? Go ask Baby what happened. The Baby. So all these fucking babies. You got Baby, aka Stun, you got Lil Baby, and you got The Baby. So let me make sure y'all know what I'm talking about when I say my references. But The Baby, you don't want to get into it with the LGBTQ community. Everybody is sensitive about what they say. And we caught that when we did the reaction breakdown to Young Thug's interview. Because he caught it while he was talking. He was trying to give an example of people switching. And he was already in the context of Gunna of, I thought you was my brother. I thought you was loyal. I thought you was a man. I thought you lived by certain morals and principles. I thought you was a gangster. You've been arrested before, all this, whatever. I thought you upheld street code. I thought you were what you rapped. And then he started to veer off into an example. Like, for example, if I found out that you gay, and then he then caught himself and he started to scramble and try to clean it up, right? But some people are going to say, wait, hold on, pause, rewind that. What did you say? Where do you stand? How do you feel? Now, Young Thug's supposed to get a pass because he himself gets a whole bunch of homophobic response from people. And gay accusations from hell. He said it in that interview. He said YFN Lucci was tweeting him about his dresses and being gay and how he dressed and painting his fingernails and everything. So people shouldn't even bring this on Young Thug. He like, shit, I get bashed and I'm not gay and not neither. But the points that he was making made people feel away. So will this get legs? Young Thug, I'm not homophobic, but if you aren't openly gay, I don't trust you. You see, they pull this type of direct statement out of that point he was trying to make, with or without context. All right, Young Thug says he doesn't trust people. You know what? Let's just play the clip. Let's just play the clip again. Where is it? Is it here? Was this it? I think this was it right here.
Once you rat or once you turn gay, and I don't got nothing to do against gay people. It's gay people that work for me. But when I look at you a certain way, if I look at you, if I meet you and you gay, it's like, okay. If I meet you and you portraying that you a man and you not gay, I don't got nothing against gay people.
Yeah, no,
you know what I'm saying? If you portraying a certain thing,
you deceiving.
Right.
Yeah.
I can't look at you the same. Yeah. I ain't mad at you for being gay. So what? Everybody, whoever gay, they gay. So what? Mm-hmm. I don't got no problem with gay people. Gay people work for me right now. Yeah. I'm damn near around gay people every day. Because they
cleaning, right? He's cleaning.
I don't got no problem with them. I don't hate that I even brought this shit. I don't want you to take it out, but I hate I even brought it up. Because I don't even want the LGBT.
They get what you saying.
I don't even want that community to even think that I'm against them. I'm overly with y'all.
You saying DL, bro. That's what you speaking of.
Like, if I look at you like a man and we together, girls together, and we doing certain shit, and I look at you in a man like, boy, that nigga, and then I find out you gay, it ain't really nothing you can say to me.
Yeah.
I'ma just look at you like you broke a man code. Mm-hmm. You broke a code that men with backbone stand up to. Mm-hmm. You broke that code. You can talk, you can say whatever you want to say. You broke a man code. I don't look at you the same. But in real life, I don't even want to hear what you got to say, but you still supposed to be a real say, I'm finna say it. I don't give a want to hear it or not. I'm finna say it to make sure he know. And that's why I'm doing this interview.
I'll give y'all a little bit. I had one of those experiences. I'll give you a little story on that one for me. I feel like I might have said this story years ago. We'll revisit it. First and foremost, I understand where he tried to go with that, man. He's talking about being faced with deceit. It's just when people talk about being faced with deceit, many times an example that comes to mind is closet sexuality. Okay. And let me try to take a shot by saying it could happen the other direction too. Okay. I'm pretty sure there are, like, let's say transsexual or bisexual or homosexual people or preference folks that were around a heterosexual man right? And maybe you thought he was different, and then you found out he's not. He's heterosexual, and you felt away. I think it could happen both directions. Okay, so let's be fair about it. Young Thug, you should have said that. You could have added that. But let me talk about deceit and why I think there's still a lot of people that understand where Young Thug came from right there. And so I'm gonna just say I'm gonna call his name C. Reese, you know who I'm talking about when I say C. Matt, you know who I'm talking about when I say C. Justin, my brother, you know who I'm talking about when I say C. And if you don't, it's the guy that you got into it with on the party bus when we was going to AC. C, the short, stocky gym guy, right? So I had a homie C. We had like a group of gym guys, like based on the gym day, like niggas would train together spot. You know what I'm saying? And my man C, he worked out with us a lot. You know, very strong guy, built little tank. You know what I'm saying? And you know, you build a camaraderie sometimes in certain places. You could be in church and every Sunday you see somebody. Next thing you know, y'all hang out or whatever. C was somebody that we worked out with for like a year plus. And then you know how guys be in the gym or whatever. Yo, which I'll get it. Yo, we going out to the club tonight or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You get the invite sooner or later, right? I didn't seen C in the club with us, you know, chasing down women. His voice, his mannerisms, nothing gives you any. Let me try to be careful. Nothing quantifies any sexuality for, you know what I'm saying? Because they like, yo, white, homosexual, any sexuality. Okay, I don't want to get in trouble. I'm dancing a little bit right now. But y'all know what I'm saying. Read between the lines. Y'all know what I'm saying. So he's around us for years, like at least 2.5 years, maybe 3 years, right? C's been in my crib a bunch of times. I had a crib. This was my younger years, and I was one of the people that you know is having like the fight night parties. You know, I had a little bachelor pad. I had a little projector set up, so you know, it was a little small bachelor spot, but good enough to where I could have, you know, host like 60 people or whatever, 30, 40, whatever. I don't think it's ever been like 60 people. No. Probably like 30 people, whatever. You know, my little living room, people sitting around on the floor, couch, whatever, pull up your chairs, whatever. Everybody bring food, drinks. Boy, A had some decent little fight parties, man. A big fight. I always had it. C's in there with us, hanging out. He's been around. This is my home. You know what I'm saying? My crib. You know, I'm just using that example to show y'all how close he got. You know, close being, that's still cool. Still cool. No problem with C to today. Oh, wow. I actually gave the example of it happening in reverse from a homosexual, for example, then feeling a way towards a heterosexual, but it's not because of a preference being revealed by the heterosexual, right? Because you know me, you've been around, you've been in my crib, you see what's going on with me. You've been in the club, you took them drives back from the club and seeing what I was on. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't about me. But we in the gym one day, and we're in the locker room, right? It's me and him in the lockers, and we're about to go train. We're not leaving. And a dude walks up on C. It's one of the most awkward things I've ever experienced. A dude walks up on C, 100% like has the flaming mannerisms. I'm talking about, hey, all that, like that presentation. Like I'm talking about the type of that you would expect the shirt to be rolled up and knotted, like that. You know what I'm saying? Which is still a cool thing. But walks up on C. C, is that you? Where you been? Blah, blah, blah. I'm standing right there. I'm literally like 3 feet from right next to me. I'm just like, right? Where you been? Blah, blah, blah. Oh my God, I haven't seen you so long. My man C, I'm looking at it. I'm watching the conversation. My man C, he's like in this shocked moment. And I could tell clearly he feels like and then this is like a complete contradiction, right? the way he was answering dude is like as if he wanted him to go away. He was being short with him. He was like mumbling to him and shit. But I'm right there. It's like it is what it is. He's like, yeah, how you been? Yeah, nah. And dude's even like calling out spots. Like I don't remember the names of them or whatever, but I assume like there's spots where people of certain preference go. I'll just make up a name. Why you ain't been to Edgewater in so long? When's the last time you been there? They start saying other names and stuff. Cause you seen blah 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 blah. He really, really, really knows C. Right? And that conversation ends because C kind of like shuns him a little bit, like, yeah, all right, good to see. I'm about to go work out. Like, all right, have a good one. And then me, I act normal. You know? I'm just like, all right, yo, we ready? It's like it's in my mind, but you know, like how just I'm acting how I'm supposed to act in this situation. Like, yo, about to get this workout. Are you ready? Like, and he's got this awkward vibe towards me. Awkward on 10, like scratching a chalkboard type of awkwardness. You know? It's like it's right in between us. You know, it's just like that conversation is right between us, and neither one of us are saying anything about it. You know, so we're just both trying to act regular. I didn't see it, you didn't see it. We head out to the gym floor, on everything. He says, I don't remember what he said, but he says something to me, and he never came back. You know, never worked out with him again. Not by me. He stopped talking to everybody in the whole gym circle. Reese, Matt. He stopped talking to all of us. Now, I would then bump into or have a fight party. Oh, you seen Reese? I mean, you seen C? You spoke to him? And I ain't speak to him. I haven't spoke to him in a while. And then I might tell him, like, well, let me tell you what happened last time I seen him. I think that's the reason why he's not talking to nobody no more. He felt like he was outed or something, you know? And it wasn't us. Nobody hit him up and said, yo, now that we know this about you. No, nobody said nothing to him. Nobody did nothing to him. You know what I'm saying? He reacted like that. He said, I feel away and I'm not going around nobody no more. I don't remember even seeing him in the gym. I don't know if he changed his gym membership. I was on everything. I don't even remember seeing him in the gym after that. I think I crossed paths with him once in the street, like in the city. I seen him by chance. Oh, how you been? You good? And we kept it moving. But he just disassociated from everybody. Point being, he disassociated, and he is the one with that preference because he wanted a certain presentation of what he felt everybody else was, which was heterosexual. So it doesn't just happen from heterosexual towards homosexual. Homosexuals do that in the direction of heterosexuals as well because of a certain presentation that for whatever reason you are trying to uphold. Okay? So that's deceit. That's deceit. Things could have even been a little bit different amongst everybody's vibe and energy. And even you would have left the gym and found another place to work out and all that if that moment would have happened and then you would have just kept it real with everybody. This is me. Remember the Eddie Murphy skit? Was it Delirious or Raw? Or matter of fact, or was it Martin? Was it Martin that did it? He was like, yo, it's cool. You know, no, it's Eddie that did it. Eddie's the one that did it. He's like, yo, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? Just after the tennis game, you know what I'm saying? You have a conversation. What you about to get into? Yeah, I'm about to go to the bar. What you about to do? I'm about to go SMD. I'm about to go SMD. And he's like, all right, well, you go ahead and do that. I'm going, you know what I'm saying? He said, yo, it's cool. You know? So I know it's a sensitive topic in a very different time. And now in today's time, Dave Chappelle is the only person that could joke about shit like that. All right. But it's a real thing. And that's what Young Thug is now. And what is it, Harvey or whatever? Is he one of the owners of TMZ? I now know that he is of a certain preference, right? And that's totally fine once again. But he might be the one that's posting this shit on TMZ. So I think it can get unfair at times. I didn't take this segment of what Young Thug did as an attack. I didn't. He's had gay accusations in his own direction, you know, and I definitely don't believe that Young Thug is the type of person to turn his nose up at the gay community. I don't think he's that guy. I think he trolled with it and used it for his own career, you know? So much respect to every community of preference, okay? Now, that is still a fallback. I mean, fallout, right? Let's see if that gets bad because the baby went through some shit. All right. I don't think Young Thug should go through anything close to that for this, but we'll see. Let's move to Rollo. I didn't expect to get into that story. We definitely, and I expect that rant for Aiden Ross. We 40 minutes in. Natural would it be? I did not expect that. All right. Rollo reacts to Young Thug's interview after online snitching feud. Snitching feud just sounds so crazy. All right.
100% impossible for two defendants with the same exact lawyer to testify against each other. I had Brian Steele, Thug had Brian Steele. I had Drew Finley, Lucha had Drew Finley. So tell me how the fuck could I testify against two niggas with the same exact lawyer? This is 100% a conflict of interest. You ain't got to take this shit from me. You can go Google this shit your damn self. So this is the lie that you've been calling the streets telling wham and dumb, and they believe you without seeing any paperwork. And paperwork is law in the streets. So you telling me I went and told the feds in June of 2018 about some state shit that was finna happen in 2024? Make some shit out of this shit, people. Tell me how. You went in that interview lying and crying. I ain't did nothing to none of you niggas. Either you hang or you been misled, nigga. It is 100% impossible.
Whoa. Remember these tweets between Thug and Rollo? We don't need to read them again. So there's a lot of truth to what Rollo just said. I tried to find Brian Steele and Rollo online. I did find something. It said that it wasn't confirmed as far as like ongoing lawyering between Brian Steele and Rollo, but it did say he at bare minimum was conferring with Brian Steele during his case. And there's a whole courtroom sketch with them two together. In this sketch is supposed to be Brian Steele, right? So if you're in the court with them and he's in there in his orange jumper, shackled, it looks like you're lawyering for him to me. Now, mind you, this article has nothing to do with Young Thug. It's something I just went and found for us. And this article is from May 2nd, 2018. Rollo said 2018, didn't he? That's what he just said. Look at the caption under the picture. Terrell Davis, who I believe is Rollo, standing for arraignment, confers with his attorney, Brian Steele. Sketch by Richard Miller. Now, people, the thing about this is it absolutely is true when it comes to conflict of interest. I saw that multiple times in my own life. My last litigation, you know, it's always explained to you too from a good lawyer. They'll tell you certain parameters, certain conversations that they can and they can't have, conflict of interest and whatnot. I had another situation where I want to speak to a homie of mine who's also a lawyer, Jamar Creech. You guys know his name and you guys have seen him, seen video of him in the battle rap world. He's the one that represented Norbs. Okay. I had something real small. Not like the big litigation that I had or bigger, but I had something real small going on. I was like, I want a different, not this big powerhouse I was already working with, Romano Law. They're expensive, right? And not to say Jamar Creech ain't expensive. He's expensive, but he's a homie. So because I had something smaller going on, I would say, let me speak to my homie Because if I'm going to pursue this other situation, I need the homie price because I'm already paying Romano Law, was a big firm, $10,000 an hour type shit. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. Not $10,000. But I spoke to him, and because he's Norbs' lawyer, he needed Norbs' approval to even talk to me about it. And this is a homie of mine. You know, there's a thing called conflict of interest. Now, I pulled it up also in the background. Pure, clear-cut question. If I work with a particular lawyer, and if my case is over, because Rollo just mentioned 2018, fast forward to 2024. So I want to ask that piece in the middle, that gray in the middle. What if the case is over? Does it still hold true? And my case is over, and someone then wants to work with my lawyer to sue me. Is that possible? I just use, civil. And it says, general rule, no. They usually cannot represent someone suing you or a different party after working with you. First reason is the two matters are substantially related. That can come into play, but the lawyer, while working with you, gained confidential information that can then become a conflict of interest. So I'm not saying that even you would divulge my personal or confidential shit to your new client 6 years later, but you even knowing it could change how you would work with that person from something that crosses the boundaries. Okay, conflict of interest, I believe, has a lot of layers to it. A lot of layers to it. All right. So what Rollo said is true. And that's one of the problems with Young Thug's interview. I feel like it was so passionate. It had so much depth to it. It's the best he could have did for himself. I think it was a good interview. I really do. But if people are going to key in and find things that are either not true and during big points, that hurts Thug. Now, if they find parts where they say they figure out or show proof that he's lying, that's even worse because that's not the same. All right. Maybe Thug could be thinking he's telling the truth and then it gets invalidated. So that's the thing with Rollo, though. When I did my stream breakdown the other day or yesterday, I said that this was Mega 2. He made a big point to his big homie, saying that Gunna took the first plea. Now, the order of taking pleas can change how me personally is going to designate somebody. I already broke this down, right? If you missed yesterday's stream, I'll say it again. If you are the last person on your case with co-defendants to take a plea, I don't see how you're a snitch unless you possibly are saying things or accepting things in your plea deal that could affect somebody who maybe was convicted already. They went to trial before you, and then you could possibly hurt their appeals. Then your plea is still bad, right? But if I plead out and I'm the last and my shit that I'm admitting to in my plea that I'm accepting guilt to is the same thing everybody else before me did. If the 5 co-defendants before me said YSL is a gang and then it gets to me and I'm last and I say YSL is a gang, I can't call that last guy a snitch. I'm just saying. I can't. And that's why Young Thug laid heavy on his big homie saying, no, what you heard was wrong. It wasn't the co-founders or it wasn't this person. It wasn't that person. It was Gunna that took the first plea. And I said, oh, if that's true, yeah. I mean, I have a problem with the yes, ma'am, no matter what. Because no matter what, that all still happened before Thug. And Thug was still taking a position of we're not a gang. So no matter what, we're not going to change what Young Thug did. But survey says, is Young Thug telling the truth about that or not? And this started to drop. Academics posted this one. DK, accused by the state of being co-founder of YSL, was the first person to take a plea in the RICO, not Gunna. Not Gunna. Now, the only thing I see on here is it says December, I believe, 13, 2022, 5:30 p.m. So we could use a date like that, assuming this came directly from the docket, assuming this paperwork might be real. All right. Here's the thing. Here's how we lead this off. Does that hurt Thug? To a degree, yeah. If you're so adamant to the world that Gunna took the first plea, the way that Thug comes off then is as if he's treating Gunna the way that he's treating him because of that. That's where it's going to hurt Thug. Because people are always going to ask, you got to have the same energy for this person or that person. You see how they went at him about his brother, Funk. He tried to justify that. I don't want him to hurt my mother no more. I'm just saying what's good for the goose also must be good for the... So if people start to undo the reasons why you explain to us why you feel so vicious towards Gunna and you have more energy towards him than anybody else, if people unravel that, you still deserve to feel the way towards Gunna for the yes ma'am and for doing that plea. That it does hurt you. It does. There's no way around that. You and your lawyers got to now reroute that and figure that out and fight that. It does. The outcome wasn't affected, but the trial is changed. People cut the shit. The yes ma'am adds things that he has to deal with. Why the fuck do you think the government wanted those questions to be pled out by Gunna? Why else would they care about his YSL gang? Why would they want to quantify and establish that? Because they think it's essential to their fucking case, people. Okay? But anyway, the reason why that helps Gunna, the people that's Gunna right now, the comeback Gunna people, the reason why it helps Gunna is because now those people get to run by saying, well, what if Gunna's plea was taken because of what people did before him? He said YSL is a gang because he's being spotted as the co-founder, even though he's not. This is all Young Thug's interview. He's being spotted as the number 2 man, the underboss, and the person before him, who was the alleged YSL co-founder, took a plea. And if that plea is, yeah, YSL is a gang, then Gunna gets to say that. I did it because the co-founder said that shit. So what do you want me to do? I just don't want to treat these people like they stupid. So I took it. And I got tricked by my lawyer saying that I wasn't going to have to testify and that it wasn't going to hurt Thug. So if you want to take that position, you have something to run with. I don't stand like that, but it hurts Thug in this whole argument. That's how the internet is going to work, you know? All right, moving along. Am I breaking this down for y'all or are we not? This is the aftermath of that interview. QCP, and once again, I feel like this is things that can go street because of just the way they talk to each other. I feel like there's a bunch of powerful people around QCP. He's a powerful guy. He's got a lot of friends. He's got a lot of money. He's got people signed to him. He's got people under him. Hell, even the whack 100s will ride on you for him. Of the world, right? So he reacts to the interview. He says, I would speak on the facts of your interview, but I'm going to wait until I do the QC documentary and get 20 to 30 million for my point of view. And he puts a fucking AI generated Young Thug eating cheese as a rat. And he says, that's the difference between me and you. Hashtag business mindset. You went and did that interview trying to explain yourself. I'm going to actually contradict your interview and I'm going to make money off of it. This is losing the coin toss type of effect as well. You know? Battle rap terminology for people that are in that world from this channel. You know, I could kick your ass with some good information, but the person that goes second, sometimes he gets a little bit of extra eyes and ears. You know, it leaves that last impression. So Young Thug's interview will come and go, and he shouldn't do more interviews. That could hurt him. Like, to help himself, he shouldn't do more of those, which is why he canceled the Aiden Ross shit. But now people consume that information, they process it, they do what they do with it, and then here you go 2-3 weeks later, you know, a documentary drops trying to contradict you, and then that becomes the topic. That becomes what's in everybody's mind. That becomes the fresh information. And then it just pushes Young Thug down even more. It does. You know? 50 had that opportunity by putting out that documentary on Big Meech with Shorty, but he never did. Which makes me believe there's a 50, that's a bar, 50% chance that he was bluffing. Just saying. We never got the video 50. But anyway, let me not make this about you. All right. Let's get to the ladies in the thumbnail. Coming into my bedroom and all that. What the fuck? Coming into my house with this shit? Yeah, nigga. This shit hurts. this shit is killing him right now.
What's Sam?
Hello.
Sam, what you doing?
That's it laid down. My heart beating.
You at home?
Yeah, I'm at home.
What's up with you, baby? I miss your pen.
I don't know. I wasn't expecting your call. So my heart is beating fast right now.
Ew. She's a little groupie-ish. She can't be no main chick.
Crazy.
I wonder what the fuck your heart gonna do when I see you.
Oh my god, I don't know. Know what I would do.
I wonder what
Oh my gosh. You said what?
I wonder what your shit gonna do when I see you.
I have no idea. Oh my gosh. It's ridiculous.
Why do you think it's ridiculous? I like it.
I mean, it's good, but like, it still happens. Like, what? For like 2 years.
Yeah, it's definitely been 2 years.
Crazy.
Yes. When you plan on having kids? Like what age?
When you get out?
Tell you.
When you come home, I have kids.
Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Monday. Maybe more.
Yeah, today Monday. What's up?
Look at the picture they used for this. Put Mariah there looking like she's tight. I don't mean to laugh. So the pieces in there, you assume any down chick, any wife, any girlfriend is gonna have issues with. Is you talking about what you're gonna do when you see her? Asking about when you plan on having kids. Towards the end, it seems like you exchange "I love you." She telling this bitch "I love you," and she telling you "I love you" back. She seems a little unexpected in the beginning though, which means that you can't be around him that much because you go, "Oh my god, I'm talking to Young Thug." Like even though he already smashed, it's like you got to be one of these little I get with him when I get with him type chicks. You know what I'm saying? Sounding like that. You don't sound like the woman that's on the phone holding him down because you was there, consistently. Right. So we're not stupid. The out for this obviously is I'm in jail, I'm in jail. That's the main direction that he could go. I'm in prison serving this fucking time. I'm saying all types of shit to people. I'm trying to entertain myself. I obviously can't. I ain't fucking on nobody in here. Like that's the only route. And if he said that genuinely, and we could read between the lines, I think I heard him say something like it's been like 2 years. So he might not even seen this girl in that long. Well, then again, he could have been in jail for 2 years. I don't know. At this point, I don't know. I'm trying to help. I'm trying, Thug. I'm trying. But here's the flip side of the coin. The flip side of the coin is, from what I'm hearing, and I started hearing this yesterday because I'm coming up to speed on Mariah the Scientist. I didn't know her before. I never followed her. I never paid attention to her. I don't know her music. I never cared or knew who Young Thug's girlfriend was. I didn't. Gave it 1,000. But somebody told me yesterday she built up a reputation for holding him down, right? That she kind of blew up and she's got a lot of respect. And people say like, yo, shout out to the way that you took this ride with Young Thug throughout all of this. You dope for that. And if she gets all that respect and all those eyes and all that attention online, and then something like this comes out, it's not just how she's supposed to feel as a woman. It's not just that. But dare I say, the internet influence behind that within itself is going to come into your home because now she got to hear all of this shit. She got to hear everybody laughing and joking and, oh, girl, that's your man. See, I told you all these niggas, you see? And then she got to see that by the thousands per day and whatnot and start blocking people and set her Instagram to private for a week. And you know what I'm saying? And then you see Thug tweet shit like this. Chapter ended. Young Thug reveals that him and Mariah the scientist is over. This is after a phone call audio leaked of him admitting to cheating day before he got locked up. Ugh. And then he tweets this as well. My baby, I was wrong, and I'm sorry for what I put you through. You deserve better from me. Thank you for everything, and I will do anything to make this work. You showed me what love is, and I hope I haven't lost you forever. Everybody leave her out of this, please. She's an innocent girl and feels bad about all of this. Please give her peace. I don't know. Depends how deep their relationship is, how much they both would want to still. There's room there to make it work. You know, people go through this type of shit. But the internet is just adding a lot of complexity. So before I leave this last piece alone, I'll say this and move on. I'll say this. It's a little ironic though that the only two apologies that you've given online are to women. Thug. You know, he's doing well taking certain pieces of accountability in that interview. Like, hey, what's up with the jail calls? He says, I was tripping. Good. Dope to say that, you know? Oh, when it comes to gun, I never heard that yet. Cool. He's taken accountability in certain respects. He did. But them jail calls, I get it. You told us these people you had these conversations with and everything you told them on them jail calls, you told them as well. I hope so. I hope so. But even if you had these private conversations, you are showing the world that you will take your private relationships, i.e. your girlfriend, your lady, people that you lay in the bed with, and you will then still, whatever y'all got going on privately, you will still bring it to the internet. So if you did speak to, like, let's say, Baby or Future or Andre 3000, you already said that publicly, you don't fuck with him. Let me use Future. If you did have this conversation with him privately, why not give him the due justice of that public tweet as well, the same way you did for Glorilla and the same way you did for your girl here? Why not give that to Future? Man, shout out to Future, man. I believe you're a great dad, man. You know, my bad for I was just talking sideways out the side of my face while I was locked up. You already know what it is, twin. Why not? Even though y'all had the private conversation. Why not? So, pay attention to that, Thug. If you or your camp are paying attention to people that's going to call it down the middle as you are navigating this shit, you better continue to watch this channel. We will tell you where you're right, where you're wrong, and we'll give you some decent advice, buddy. Man, watch out. But let's close out his lady issues. Glorilla posted a nice little scrumptious little edible picture for, what is this, from the awards yesterday or whatever? A little scrumptious picture she put, little edible picture she posted up here, right? But trolling a nigga with this song, Yo Gotti. The name of the song was Rihanna featuring Young Thug. Oh my God, how the world spins. You talk about coming full circle. That's a bar too for my battle rap people. Jesus. But Thug, you're in the comments with these hearts. Don't do that. Don't do that. The apology online is all you got to do. She's trolling you. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you got her number or her DM, you could DM her or text her like, LOL, it's all love. Like, do that. Something that can't be used against you if it gets put out publicly. But you in the comments for everybody to see. It looks like now you're the dog chasing up. Like, stop kissing up. You can't kiss up but so much, especially like when you got all these people that you got to deal with. You got gangsters that you got to deal with, street niggas that you got to deal with. That's saying shit. We don't want to see you publicly looking like you're up to Glorilla. Like, you apologize, get out her comments. It don't look good. Get out her comments, man. It is what it is, though. Glow out here. She gonna use that. Watch, she gonna use that for a minute. Like, oh, nigga said I'm ugly. Everything she do now is gonna be to continue to prove, nigga, I'm one of the baddest in the game. Watch. I went to her Instagram. You know what I'm saying? She got 7.2 million followers. She don't got that many posts up right now. So listen, people. I am not the end all be all fucking opinion, of course. Who the fuck am I? But Glorilla was never ugly. Yes, I do remember the old video that's coming back up again when she's in the studio rapping. Her teeth ain't there yet, and her face ain't really. It looks like it changed. Yes, she looks much different now. But I'm going to go out there and say she was never ugly. All right, like ugly is a strong word, people. What Young Thug said on that phone was not what she ever was. I don't think she was ever born to be what Young Thug said on that call. She glowed up like money and surgery allegedly does things for everybody. And the reason why I'm saying the surgery, I'm not even going with the body because she's putting up a lot of gym pictures now. Women always put up the gym pictures after they get work done to try to act and prove to the world like they earned it in the gym. I'm not saying glow though, allegedly, but she already got called out for her nose job, allegedly, right? Remember, she had some recent pictures and videos coming up, and she had the more point, the shit that she got now, the pointy Hollywood nose. It's not Little Kim level, where it's transformed 20 times in front of our face, but her nose in the videos and pictures changed a lot. That constitutes contouring your face, bringing more appeal to the curves of your face. All right. So, yes, she has continued to glow up, whether it's allegedly facial work, allegedly work on her body. Now you're not going to see her in big public appearances without makeup, hair done. She is adding to her body from the gym as well, teeth done.
People think I got.
And hold on, smile for me. There you go. Pause. Teeth done. You know what I'm saying? Like, even your makeup artist, your eyebrow artist, all of that is top notch now. Like, she was never ugly, but she went all the way up now. So, let's stop this with glow. Let's leave her alone from the jump. But she did make a lot of changes. All right. That's the best way to say it. So shout out to her either way. But she is looking a little bit edible in this last one. I'll give her that one. She definitely look a little bit edible. She's looking good. She's looking good. Looking good. And she's going to be on a mission to remind you of that every chance she gets, Young Thug. All right. Let's leave the ladies alone. Let's go to Woody. Woody self-made. Let me bring it up because I said what I thought was the number before. Let me just bring it up and get the real number for you. At Woody _ self-made. Let me bring up his Instagram. It's got 740,000 followers. So I made that point early on in the stream to say, this is when you're just fighting too many people at once, Young Thug. 20v1 shit. Hate it or love it, Woody has a voice at this point. He started podcasting now. Hate it or love it, Charleston White has a voice. Hate it or love it. It becomes news. Woody posts this shit, and then all the media out. So even if he didn't have a voice, even right now at this moment, all the big media outlets are paying attention to him and posting him. So the same way everybody's watching him during the trial, they're watching him again right now, and he's gaining following. The media outlets are putting it up. It's happening right now. The Sorry True podcast with our little couple thousand views is talking about Woody. He's got a voice right now. He's got a voice. Accountability at Thugger1. Just take accountability. We love you, bruh, and we with you, but take accountability. This case was because you, and you know it. I risked my life to protect y'all. Y'all niggas know it. I ain't hit it all. I stood against all my ops. You niggas who were you use the niggas who was hiding. We need to pray for Thug. ATP. I'm never gonna hate you, bro. After all, once I love you. So, Woody, I thought you in your own testimonies though said that you were hiding, right? That you and your family, you knew it was up, and then you moved to, or you went to Miami, or hotel rooms, whatever. I forget. I thought that's what was already came out. Hiding or not, though, I do think that Young Thug was saying things that was a little on the cusp. When he got into the whole breakdown of how the beef started, he put it on Woody. Said he stole Nut's chain, gave it back to Nut. Nuts people still tripping, said, nah, these fuck niggas played, we on their ass, and then it kicked off the war or whatever. He blamed Woody for the whole shit. People put Woody allegedly as Nut shooter. There's a lot of things that was said about Nut in that interview with Doug. And he went there. He went there. I don't know if I would have left that out or not. But the Spider-Man meme. How did this all start? How did this all start? And it becomes another narrative that Thug has to fight. Me? I'm the one that started it? Shit. You got YSL Mondo out here, who's allegedly one of the co-founders of YSL, saying that the tour bus shooting was way before Nuts passing. And you also in there talking at a date about the tour bus shooting with Pee Wee Roscoe. All this was before the passing of Nut. Now, I don't have that timeline in front of me. I'm just saying. All narratives he's got to fight, and now rehashed from the interview. All right, I'm done with a lot of the I'm done with all, I should say, of the aftermath updates from his interview. But let's get into some of the funny shit, man. This is hilarious. Somebody sent me this yesterday. Oh my God. Holla, what are you doing in these comments? Holla said that truck ain't talking about that was one of the funniest.
What you got going on, Twin?
You about to get in this black truck?
What black truck? That black truck got a scratch on the side?
Yeah, he got a scratch on the side.
Twin, that's not a real black truck. Do not get in that truck. That truck ain't talking about nothing. That's not a real black truck.
All right.
Where you at with it?
Yeah, I'm at the gas station.
Oh, Twin, not the gas station around the corner. That's not a real gas station. So they don't sell real gas. Twin, they do not put
This is a real gas station, though.
Nah, Twin, do not put that gas in your car, Twin. I'm telling you, I know about gas station.
Yeah, I'm at Taco Bell.
Oh, Taco Bell. Taco Bell do not sell real meat. Do not buy that.
Hey,
I'm telling you.
this real meat.
He's asking the person for real.
Yeah.
So, do not listen to him.
Do not listen to him.
No, this ain't real meat.
No, it's beef. That's not
It
real.
ain't real. It ain't real. That's what he
For
said.
sure, that's not real.
For
It's
sure.
not. Twin, leave.
Yeah, I'm about to give a homeless man some money.
Twin, listen
It's
to
a
me.
real homeless man, though.
You not homeless, Twin.
You ain't
not
homeless.
Get your money back.
Thug say you ain't homeless.
Right now.
No, this Thug, he said you ain't homeless.
You not homeless, Twin. He not homeless. Get your money back.
Hold on, it's a police just pulled up behind me.
Twin, there ain't no real police, Twin. I'm telling you. That's not a real.
Nah, that's a real
I'm telling you,
police.
Twin, do not get out of the car. I'm telling you.
Nah, that's a real police. You got real. You got me back in the police car.
Oh shit, Twin. I mean, Twin. Don't worry about it, Twin. I mean, you get to come in with me, Twin. Don't worry about that. Like, you good. I mean, we can talk in private now, Twin. You know what I'm saying?
We can talk in private now.
Good, Twin, for sure. What you got going on, Twin?
I ain't gonna lie, the truck one is the funniest. Holla, me and you was on the same page there. I literally text that yesterday to the person that texted to me. I said, yo, that nigga really said that truck ain't talking about nothing. I'll play that part before again.
In that black truck?
What black truck? That black truck got a scratch on the side?
Yeah, he got a scratch on the side.
Twin, that's not a real black truck. Do not get in that truck. That truck ain't talking about nothing. That's not a real black truck.
All right.
Where you at?
Yeah, how you say it's not a real black truck, B? Look at the chat. Oh my God, look at the chat. Do not get in that black truck. That's not a real truck. That truck ain't talking about that. Well, really ain't talking about that. I would not pursue her. Come on, though. You got to think some of this shit is funny too, man. Come on. You know some of this shit is funny, twin. Oh shit! We got a scratch on the side. Oh, that's not a real truck. That truck ain't talking about that. In more realistic news, though, y'all releasing the wrong Jeffrey files. Oh. Y'all are releasing the wrong Jeffrey files. Crazy. True, right? All right. Thug, we done. We're done today, homie. I think there's a little bit of vice in there for you. You know what I'm saying? A little bit of vice in there for you. A little bit of jewels in there for you. Glad you listened to us with the Aiden Ross thing. In summary, for today, the navigation is real and it's a big fight. He's fighting a lot of people at once. If you put out another song, don't step on it. Let it sit. songs work. It just was working for you until the interview dropped and gave people a refocus. Drop another banger. I think that's one of the best moves. Let it simmer for a little bit. Let all of this, and then that also gives you an opportunity to see if more audio clips come out, and also some of your enemies' moves, like QC is, what's this documentary going? Like, what's up with that? Like, keep an eye on the streets a little bit, but prep some songs. Prep 2 or 3 songs. If it's me, the music works. It really does. It really does. All right, Dame Dash and Cameron. Let's see if anybody else feels a way about this. We already know they're into it, right? We don't need no backstory. Straight to it.
Oh, nah, this is evil, you guys. This is downright diabolical. Whatever happened to leaving women and kids out of your beef? Looks like Cameron was not joking about booking his ops. Right now, Cam's new thing is either booking you or booking somebody close to you if you guys are beefing.
Now, keep doing another record. I'm going to book you for my goddaughter baby shower. Her shit is in October, and we'll book you to do all the diss records. I'll pay you for that, too, because what I'm going to start doing is paying to laugh at them. It cost me $3,500 to do everything, to book you, their hotel, your flight, all that shit. It cost me $12,000, $13,000 to go to the NBA game. I just rather laugh at you for $3,500. Be careful. This is my new shit. It's called Book My Ops.
After going back and forth with each other online, if you guys missed that video, please make sure you guys go check it out here. Cam said, you know what? Let's turn this up a little bit. Now, initially, it seemed like Cam did not want to involve Dame Dash's kids. Cam had posted this old video of Dame and his kids doing a reality TV show at my own house.
He told me, don't come around until you fix yourself.
No, I didn't say that.
Yes, you
Yeah,
did.
you have. I've heard you say that
Yes,
to
you
him.
have said that.
Wow, okay, wait, please, everybody.
When you lived in the Sherman Oaks house.
Because you're disrespectful. Please,
Relax.
please. Everybody, that's what I did. Okay.
Well, you can't get nowhere.
Yes, we can. We can get somewhere. This
You're not
doesn't.
being honest.
This doesn't work.
completely honest.
You never back up what you say.
Please hold a moment.
I don't like that when
he's
nobody
doing
lets me talk.
Well, exactly. He's doing
You're doing it. You're the reason we can't talk.
You just straight spoiled, man. I'm very disappointed in you.
I'm disappointed in you too.
I know you are, but you're a child, and I took care of you. You never gave me nothing in your life. You think it's all about you? You spoiled.
How about this?
Disrespectful. Why did she go? Ask her why she went to court.
Oh,
why she got involved?
I'll tell you if you would let me speak.
I'd like to hear that.
Wait a minute, hold on. How about
He said in the caption, damn, if this is how you talk to your kids on TV, none of us have a chance out here for a peaceful convo. Ha, so much for that peaceful convo. And don't change the narrative saying I'm disrespecting your family, because I love your family like I love you. But if you call your kids clowns, what do you think of anyone else? Well, looks like the gloves are officially off as Cam tried to book Dame Dash's son for an interview.
I'm really sitting here shaking my head. You know, I'm sitting here healing. I got my tooth surgery. My eyes getting better. I got the file, get all that dead off my back paws. And I get a call from my son Boogie, like, guess what? Cam just called me, sent me some money so I could go on an interview. Cam, this is a whole new level of low. You know, it's just not proper conduct to bring children or my children or anyone's children in. And I know Larry made the call, but to try to divide a family and take advantage, manipulate my child, all because you're too scared to have a direct conversation with me about the things you said about me, it's just not the way it's just not the level. It kind of shows your pedigree of pettiness. And right now, I think your pedigree for messing with over this, trying to fuck with my family, I'm just disgusted and I'm not proud. And I think you should be ashamed of yourself. You, Larry, you have children, you have a family, and you were going to use my kids or whatever trauma that you think they have or separation and dividedness. I don't know why you would think that. To make whatever point, this is how you treat people you grew up with that helped you. This is how petty. I wouldn't suggest you did this with any enemy, any op. You know, in gangster shit, it's like you keep the kids and the family out of it. But again, you're too sensitive, Cam. This is not the way I would expect you to conduct your business. Try a little better, get a little neater. Every time you say something, I hear about it as you're saying it. It's never like a surprise. But my children, Boogie, you sent the man money. You think he's gonna jump out the bridge or jump off the bridge for $5,000? You sent him $2,500. You should be ashamed of yourself, man. Someone should talk to you. I know Mace, and I know the girl next to you. I know your crew can't be jacking that pause. I know they can't tell you, yo, that's dope. Go fuck with his family. That's crazy, bro. Come on, man. Go scour the internet and find something different, bro. You know, make some shit up or something. Don't do that. Peace, bro. Still love you.
Now, hold up. First off, why the heck did your son even accept the interview for $5,000? Does Boogie...
Don't know if he accepted it. Shout out to Chicks. Hold on. Get a homie chick. Chicks alike for keeping us up to date with some news. Shout out to chicks. People, that's beef. Dame took a very, very laid back. I want to keep you perceived to be the villain, and I want to make it look like I'm cool. I'm not overreacting. I'm not sensitive. He can't call Cam sensitive and get on camera and be raising his voice or screaming. Ah, da, 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 da. Dare I say, I think Dame is acting here a little bit. I think he's playing the role. I want to know why? Because Dame comes from the streets, and Dame is trying to fight on the internet now. He's in the internet. He knows he's in the internet fight. So you got to play the internet game. But I think he knows this is it's hard to pass this as far as violation. Playing with my kid. It's not supposed to be internet anymore. What was you gonna do if my son popped up on your interview and took the back end, the other 2,500? And what was you gonna do? You gonna try to get him to talk about his father on a podcast? You trying to disgrace me as a father, disgrace us as a family, divide and conquer with my son? It's like even people that are really in the street trying to shoot each other, you know, they don't want to hit the child. They don't want to bring the kid in. I mean, if you got real codes about you, and I'm not trying to say that Cam is trying to reach out to Dame's son in violence, you know, but it's I'm literally talking to somebody that knows Cameron personally. And I've mentioned this on like the last time we covered Dame and Cam, that knows him personally, that's telling me things that's not even public, stories and things that Cam has done or whatever. I fuck with Cam, but I keep hearing behind the scenes his petty levels. It's almost as if Cam doesn't have any boundaries. And a man with code has boundaries. Get out the chat, man. I just mentioned you. Get out the chat. You're blowing it up. Why are you in the chat? Anyway, a man gotta have boundaries. I don't give a fuck how heavy you beefing. Y'all remember that old video? Was it some Chicago shit? Dude is walking down the street with his little daughter. His ops pull up next to him, and he said they caught him in the street. They're like, "Yeah, what's up?" You know what I'm saying? They seen him. And he's like, yo, you know, if you ain't had your girl or your kid with you, I'll do that to you right now, right? You know that, right? I'll do that to you right now, right? And dude is still talking stupid shit that he shouldn't be talking because he got a kid when he's like, I got it on me or whatever. He's still trying to buck for the camera, I guess. But he's like, I'll do it to you right now. And the whole vibe of that video is just like, damn, this is the streets. I fully believe that video. Like, they caught you. And them windows would have rolled down and you would have caught the Ricky right there. Right there. You know what I'm saying? If you didn't have your kid with you. But the point is, even when people are trying to kill each other, there's codes. Y'all give me a reason to bring up the Scarface example every fucking day lately. Scarface is willing to put down people. He put down a political leader, right? In the beginning of the movie. Scarface would put anybody down except for a kid. But art imitates reality. That's real shit. It's really happening in the world with people like, nah, not the kid. Not the fucking kid. You watch The Wire, they won't even violate a Sunday. They be like, yo, you shot at me on a Sunday? The whole day. It's not even about a kid, it's about a day. Hey, Cam, I hope you're not that type of nigga. Because if Cam is that type of nigga, it's got to change the way people look at him. Like, we get it. We know you petty, you very entertaining, and it's fun to watch you how you navigate certain beefs. You're gonna call in with 50 and Curtis him to death and drop your diss songs, and you ain't got no. I like that. That's all cool. It's fun. And you're gonna call up Omar Good and have him booked for a fake set and have him on camera doing push-ups and then expose the video. Cool. But we gotta look at you different if you're gonna play with kids, my nigga. I fuck with Cam more than I fuck with Dame. But over here, we call it down the middle. Cam, you can't. Well, you can. You do whatever the fuck you want. But that's wrong, homie. I don't think you want to, as a man, do that. you don't want to go there. You don't want that on your jacket, that I'm willing to call up somebody's child because me and this other person have a back and forth on the internet. Y'all haven't even disrespected each other on some fight level shit on the internet yet. It hasn't been, I know that y'all don't fuck with each other for the type of things that y'all saying and exposing, but it's not like somebody has come online and says, suck my dick, or when I see you, I'm gonna punch you in your face. Dame has been begging for a conversation because he really just wants to see if you're going to keep the same energy in his face. He really just wants to check you and argue with you. He knows that he's a better arguer than you face to face. And Cam knows that because that's what Cam posted in response. Cam posted, how can I think I'm going to have a good conversation with you if this is how you talk to your children? That's why Cam posted that. He knows he's not going to win a face-to-face argument with Dame. And Dame knows that's why he wants to get in the ring that he knows he's going to win. He knows that. He probably wants it recorded. But nothing has been said or done that should make you want to disrespect a man's child. There's got to be boundaries, Cam, or else you would show that you don't uphold morals and principles that most of us men should. Don't do that. Don't do it. Just my opinion. Just my opinion. I'll be hearing that Cam's a petty type level where he fuck around and come after me now for saying this. I'm just saying, Cam, you can't do that, G. Can't do that. I'll just keep it that simple. You can't do that. Can't do that. All right, let's move on. Since NBA YoungBoy has such a big, massive fan base, one's in jail and one's deceased. He don't give no fucks, do he? NBA YoungBoy dissed a Chicago rapper Lil Durk and King Von and performs beginning of I Hate YoungBoy before ending Houston, Texas Master Show. So didn't he do that also the other night? He played the full song, but now he's doing intros to it as well. Ooh.
There's a lot of niggas don't like you. I remember at one point you in lockdown of a home. And these pussy niggas. These pussy niggas know I can't move around. They're platinum on there. They're platinum. So, look. One bitch they picture and boy never make a drop the song and say some dumb shit in it. I said, well, big, I say, Jason. I say, little girl, bitch. Hey, I'm still behind nobody gonna go on them bitch like this. I say, nobody gonna kill you. Ain't talking shit when it ain't done. I love you, nigga. I love you. Appreciate you for coming out.
I mean, at least he's keeping that same energy, right? Keeping that same energy. He's got a huge fan base. Yeah, real problems with them. At the end of the day, Quando Rondo is his real peoples. Lil Tim is his real peoples, right? So Quando Rondo, there's lives lost in this situation. So this ain't one of them things where I'm just like, damn, young boy, one is in jail and one passed away already. Why are you out here still talking? Because I think that's already that level of beef between these sides. So if he wants to get up on stage and do this, that's between y'all. You know, I don't feel like this like I felt with the last time. But like, yo, you shouldn't be doing that, young boy. I feel like you justified in anything that you do at this point because blood has been shed. And they are justified in anything that they do too. Right? I'm neutral. But all right, what else do we got? Last but not least, real short and small one. Since we covered this the other day, let's do the follow-up. YMW Melly's co-defendant YMW Bortland refuses to take a 16-year plea deal and will now be waiting for trial. He's currently facing 5 life sentences plus 75 years if he's convicted. So all those counts that we brought up the other day, showing what he was facing and what they try to offer him a deal for, multiple life sentences, he would have been getting out with the plea deal at like, and this is if he did serve the flat time. This is without time served, and this is without any type of parole or probation, right? If he'd be up for parole in certain times or whatever, early releases, but it would have took him into like his early 40s, I think, like 41, 42. Considering what allegedly he did, hey, you still get out, you still have a portion of your life left. It's not like coming out when you're 70 or 60 not even say, but 70, 80, and you could barely walk anymore. You know what I'm saying? But he turned it down. So you street niggas should be proud to see news like this, you know, because the type of plea that they offered him 100% would have fucked up YMW Melly, because it puts him in it as the not co-conspirator. I forget the words that was in his plea, but it pretty much constitutes like, yeah, YMW Melly was the shooter and he was the person, the driver and helper or whatever, after the fact, dropped the body or whatever. So YMW Melly still maintains that side of his fight without this kicking his ass. But this dude now, is you about to get slapped with these multiple life sentences? And this is the game. This is the game. Technically, he's supposed to turn down that appeal. I mean, not appeal, that plea deal. I think we are at a point now, definitely on the Sorry Issue podcast, but it's going to grow more and more across the streets and the internet. It's going to grow more and more that plea deals is going to be looked at as snitching in many regards. Many regards. This is what's going on right now with Young Thug and Gunna and other YSL members. And we're talking about it. And right here, this would have absolutely been considered snitching on YMW Melly if he took the type of plea that they offered him. Okay? So this is what comes with it, people. Him turning it down is the codes that you're supposed to abide by if you live this type of lifestyle. But now, I think based on the case that they're putting on him, it's a high probability he's going to spend the rest of his time behind bars. You know? I mean, I ain't going to say no 100%. We just seen Govan from the Young Dolph alleged setup. Right? He beat his case. He's home now, already doing Vlad interviews and whatnot. So everybody thought he was cooked. Right? Some people thought Young Thug was cooked. Hey, it is what it is, but this is what comes with it. So if you're going to be in the streets and live this type of lifestyle, you wasn't supposed to take that plea, and that's what he did. All right, people. We done. We done. We done. We done. We done. We'll come over to the supers in the chats. Once again, shout out to Miss AB, not Abby, AB. Appreciate you, love, as always. We caught this one earlier. Dropping off the big super chat as we was getting things rolling. We have Poppy Cashmore, one of our members in here, says, I'll bet 52 September 21st, A Ward URL debut Cody run. So I do see that A Ward is making himself a case. I see Tay Rock is making himself a case. I'm hearing out there, probably a bunch of other people's as well. I'll get to this after the card is over. I'll talk about Loaded Lux and Twerk as well. But leading in, we got some more to talk about with Mook and Hitman, which is this Saturday. The battle rap gods every once in a while come down and they say, keep the party going. We have Murder Mook and Hitman this Saturday, y'all. I got a prediction coming for y'all. I got two videos, that one I edited already and it's uploaded. I got another one I'm in the middle of editing. It's a highlight video of Murder Mook, and another one's a highlight video of Hitman. I'm gonna drop those probably like Saturday and maybe early. I'm sorry, Friday and maybe early Saturday, or Thursday and Friday. I don't know. Either way, they'll be public, so everybody will see them. And my prediction might drop either Friday or Saturday morning as well. One of them. And I will be back ASAP to talk about Hitman versus Mook. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Those two guys. I saw a clip of Mook the other day. He's talking about something like angles or whatever. Like, I know something about Hitman that y'all don't know or something. I seen him say something like that, and I was just like, damn, what the hell is going on? Because from the face off, Murder Mook kind of gave me the impression that he wants to show like differences of rap, you know? Excuse me. And I feel like Hitman could be inspired to do that as well. You know, Hitman, he's a self-proclaimed person as far as I'm gonna do what I want to do, what makes me comfortable. But at the same time, Hitman don't like when people run narratives on him that he thinks is not true. So Hitman will at times go the extra step to try to prove people wrong. That's how he is. So people will do things like, "Yo, you can't rap though. You're not a rapper. He'd be like, all right, let me go back to the bill collector battle. Like he'll do shit like that. And then once again, when I heard what Mook was saying, it kind of made me feel like even though grudge matches tend to have big angles, it made me feel like these guys is going to be on a A+ game from a rap standpoint. Right. But they both also, you know, are going to obviously talk about some shit that's already out there and public and known, right? There's things that's public, that's personals that Holla could use that has come out recently, right? And there's things that have been around Holla that Mook could look at and say, yo, I'm going to write to this. This is an angle. Personals. It's a grudge match. There's always personals and grudge matches. So Saturday, it's up. Capo says, ARP brethren, what's good, homie? We still here. We closing out. You know how it go. You know, what is this? Young Thug slang type shit. What's up, Jay? Good morning. And she also drops off the 111. I don't know what that is. She be confusing me lately, B, with these coded super chats, man. Y'all gotta help me. I gotta start helping me out, man. Stop leaving me to fend for myself with these shits. Golden Goddess, our member said, oh, actually became a member. So congratulations. Salute. Welcome to the Green Team. It is a secret society. All we ask is trust. And you guys will be getting a bunch more exclusive content leading up to the closeout of the year. It's been a while. It's been a couple months since I did a members only stream. And I also want to do another stream where I could offer to bring y'all up on camera with me if y'all not scared. I know Capo ain't scared. He came up with me one time. If y'all not scared. But shout out to the Green Team. Don Beam, our members in the building, he said, I need some good albums to listen to at work. Mid to late 90s and early 2000s. Any recommendations? Damn, if I would have saw this early, I probably would just went and pull some CDs up for you. 90s to early 2000s. Golden era shit, man. All the popping names at that time. Go put on Mace Harlem World or some shit. Since we was talking about Cam earlier. Go put on the SDE come out in the time range that you're talking about. I think that's Cam's best album to me. Since we talked about Cam and now Dame, we talked about Dame. So let's go Rockefeller. Go put on Rock La Familia. It's a Dynasty niggas. You know what I'm saying? Put that on. Yeah, go play 1-900 Hustler, some shit. Hey, classic shit. You know what I mean? It's a great era though, Don. Great era. Miss AB with a huge super chat says, I'm behind in the stream, busy at work, but Jeffrey Williams will talk himself back behind bars trying to explain he is dealing with a lot of childhood trauma and losses and of his past relationships. Therapy would be good. I do feel like it's fitting for him because he pretty much expressed that in the interview. His childhood traumas and his childhood damage or things that has molded him, he pretty much broke down in the beginning of that interview. I didn't get into that. I kept it about the interrogation and the audio clips. But yeah, he definitely broke that down. And it was good for his homie, the interviewer, his big homie, to go down that road, you know, to start the interview off. It was a great interview. It was great. The legal side of things, we did say that. And it's something that a lot of people are paying attention to. Interviews, things that he's talking about a lot of street shit. Let me say this, AB. Imagine being the prosecutor. Imagine being Fannie. Imagine being Fannie Willis and watching that interview. It's like you're admitting to being a criminal. Like, forget like specific shit. Like, all right, in this particular scenario, I'm not the shooter. I wasn't there. I have nothing to do with that. Cool. But he's talking about criminality a lot. I mean, they do in their music already and all that type of shit anyway, but even small shit, like him explaining, like, no, I really, really would have done something to YFN Lucci if I didn't like how he took care of his family. Imagine being a prosecutor or just a cop or a detective listening to you say that you are willing to take a life. The way he explains that, willing to take a life. And then there's other pieces in there talking about how the war started and, you know, Woody takes the chain and we don't got nothing to do with it, but just out of loyalty, we with you, we backing it. So you're admitting to be inside that street war, We don't know if you're the shooter. You know what I'm saying? You're admitting to be involved in it. And then we know that you are a money person and a shot. We know you're a shot caller from all the calls that we heard before the public did. We know you're a shot caller. And we know you to normally, even if you're not the top person, being a guy with the top money is going to be a shot caller regardless. A shot caller. So he is a lot of omission to criminality in that interview, which we all knew already, but it's not something that is on the record that is considered like this is just art. You know, like, hey, are you a blood? And he did that in interrogation audio. Oh, that's just music. That interview ain't just music. You're crying in the interview. That's a serious interview. If you play that interview for the jury, you're not going to be able to convince them that you was just on that interview playing around, talking shit, having fun. No, is end the song. End the song. Shit. How about this? What is the medallion? The new medallion that he's on his hat, and you know what I'm saying? The new logo. What is that logo and the medallion? What does it represent? It looks like a splat to me. And when I see a splat, I think slat. I think an offshoot of slime life. All the type of shit that's in his plea that he can't violate. You know, I think of a body, blood splat. I think of all types of shit. Like, this is the type of shit that we say early in the stream that the Aiden Rosses of the world, they're not in our culture. So their minds don't think like this. You know what I'm saying? He just see diamonds and gold, you know? But from a legal standpoint, what does that logo mean? I'm kind of asking that question sarcastically. You get it? And symbolism and hands, all that type of shit. It's like it's in his, I don't know. They already went at him for his tweets before. They tried to revoke his parole, his probation term, his plea agreement from tweets already. So why wouldn't they be paying attention to that song and this interview right now? All right. Just saying. I'm kind of glad that was the last super too, because I like closing it out like that. It matched the fit too. Matched the fitted. It's not a fitted actually. It's a snapback. Snapback. All right, y'all. Fun stream today. Hour 40 in. Happy Monday. We all get into it. Let's get to the grind. Everybody, let's get to the money. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all coming home from work. Some of y'all are at work. Some of y'all are on y'all way to work. Some of y'all don't work. whatever your situation is, do it to 10. Okay, that's the best. If all you do is sleeping today, get good sleep. Whatever you gotta do today, do it on 10, y'all. I appreciate y'all. We out of here, and I'll see y'all tomorrow at 6 a.m. All right, be safe.
Don't confuse silence with work ethic. I'm a boss making decisions, my first fetish. The verse cherished is perfect, that's a reverse blemish. I drop it, connected to block, learn Tetris.
This is the Sorry Street Podcast. Welcome to the house of and shout out to the members.
Without, I think still got a gun.